Dipper, a tiny bird with a huge heart. Some mornings, all I want is a few minutes of quiet. I head toward the bathroom thinking I can finally just breathe for a second, but without fail, I hear it from behind me. "Come here, Stanky. Oh, hey, come here."
Dipper. Dipper. Hey.
That's Dipper. He's my bird, but calling him that feels like calling the moon a rock. Sure, technically true, but it misses the point entirely. Dipper is my sidekick, my shadow, my comic relief, my quiet therapist. He's about the size of a dinner roll, but he has the emotional impact of a full-grown Labrador. When I first moved into my apartment, everything felt too still. I grew up in a house where birds were always around, chirping, playing, climbing on things they shouldn't. And now, it was just me and the hum of the refrigerator. That quiet didn't feel peaceful. It felt empty. So I started researching companion birds. I didn't want a high-maintenance parrot or a bird that would scream for 8 hours a day. I needed something calm, social, affectionate. That's how I found Linnies, short for lineolated parakeets. They were described as quiet, gentle, even shy. Perfect. That sounded like me in bird form. I expected a long adjustment period. Birds are prey animals after all. They don't trust easily. I mentally prepared for weeks of coaxing and slow bonding. Then came Dipper, and he just walked in like he owned the place. From day one, he was hopping around his cage, trying out his toys, eating his food like he was reviewing it. Within an hour, he was chirping and hanging upside down like he'd been living there his whole life. No fear, no hesitation, just acceptance. He skipped the getting to know you phase and jumped straight to, we're best friends now. But Dipper isn't your typical Linnie.
Dipper,
The book said they're quiet. Dipper? He talks constantly. He yells, he mutters, he imitates, he comments. Sometimes he watches videos with me on my phone. No joke. He'll sit on my chest and tilt his head like he's following the plot. I once caught him chirping along with a cooking tutorial. And he's clingy in the most innocent way. He follows me from room to room like a toddler with wings. I tell him, go be a bird, but he refuses. He wants to be on my shoulder while I brush my teeth. He wants to sit next to me while I eat. He wants to watch me scroll endlessly on TikTok, and I swear he judges my taste in memes.
No.
The floor has become his territory, which is terrifying. He walks, not flies, walks, all over the apartment. So we've had to learn how to shuffle instead of step. Everyone who visits gets the speech about watching their feet. Dipper owns the floor now. We just live on it.
No. No.
He also burrows. Blankets, pillows, hoodies, anything soft becomes his hiding spot. We've learned the hard way to check before sitting or lying down. He once curled up under a hoodie sleeve on laundry day and refused to come out. And still, despite all this chaos, he brings peace into my life. There's something about his presence. He's curious about everything. He wants to be part of the action, but not in a disruptive way. He doesn't scream for attention. He simply shows up and waits to be noticed. I've had bad days, long days, days where I didn't feel like talking to anyone. And then this little ball of feathers hops onto my lap, looks up at me and says, "Oh, hey," just 2 words, but somehow it's enough. There's something deeply grounding about a pet that doesn't care about your deadlines, your bills, your stress. He doesn't want anything more than your company. He reminds me to be present, to slow down, to appreciate the weird, wonderful, unscripted moments. Sometimes I look at him and think, how can something so small take up so much space in my life? He doesn't do tricks, he doesn't fetch, but he fills the room with something I didn't know I needed. It's wild how quickly he became family. He's not just my bird, he's my roommate, my emotional support snack, my personal soundboard. People always comment on how cute he is.
You have to learn a new word.
He is outrageously cute. But it's the personality that gets you. The way he looks at you like he understands. The way he chirps like he's joining the conversation. The way he makes the world feel a little less heavy.
No.
Getting a bird isn't easy. They require attention, patience, and a huge heart. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you get a dipper. A little creature who reminds you every single day that joy can be feathered, funny, and no more than 6 inches tall. If Dipper made you smile today,
Dipper.
we hope you'll stay a while.
Dipper, come here.
Stories like his remind us how much love can fit in the smallest hearts. If that touched yours, feel free to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next quiet moment that matters. After all, sometimes the softest voices stay with us the longest, like a little one whispering, "Come here, Stanky."